John Nevin is the co-founder of National Speakers, founder of SWAP, past president of World Books, and the John Nevin Award was established in 1991, and it's the National Speakers' most celebrated award. And it's awarded to members whose accomplishments reflect outstanding credit, respect, honour and admiration of national speakers and in fact the entire speaking profession. And obviously it's a John Nevin Award. John does exemplify this. How did you get started in the speaking business?
I heard Cabot Roberts speak when I was on a tour in the United States.
And we know Cabot Roberts is the founder, isn't he, of National Speakers. What was his message? What that really grabbed you?
He had a great presence. He just had a great presence. Also, mingled with that,
he spoke here, didn't he?
It did, from the heart.
Yes.
And going a little further than that, he was a very, very funny man, and a lot of people initially in the tour I was with hadn't heard a funny speaker, but as he presented himself, he was just outstanding.
That was a key to get everybody laughing. Then it's like they're in the palm of your hands.
Yes. He was a wonderful speaker.
Sometime after that was '86 when you and Doug Maloof and Ron Tackey and Walter Dickman kind of all got together, I believe.
Yes, there are a couple of others too.
So what was happening then that caused National Speakers to start in Australia?
Well, I think that the SWAP Club really got the thing moving. It was the only venue that the salespeople really knew.
Yes.
And from those early beginnings with Cabot Roberts and Dr. Blakely, he didn't do much speaking here, but he was fabulous man, and I learned so much from him. Dr. Ken McFarland was another one. He was tagged as the finest speaker in the world.
Wow.
He was the guru, there's no doubt about that.
So did that kind of inspire, with all these speakers coming over and speaking at SWAP, and of course National Speakers, people often speak at SWAP, did that kind of ignite something here to make it happen?
The people in SWAP didn't really know or go to a speaking person, or they wouldn't go somewhere to hear somebody speak. And Cabot Robert really was one of the ones that started that. And there was quite a movement of a number of speakers wanting to know more and hear more, and particularly the ones that we were able to get, fortunately, they were just great speakers.
Fantastic, yes.
And people, we had big groups in SWAP earlier at that time, and with other speakers like with Zig Ziglar, Gordon Moyes, people like that that we could get. I was able to get Edmund Hillary and people that say, well, what's Edmund Hillary, or what's it about? And the word spread fairly quickly that there are people that are really good speakers. The whole thing just toddled along then. and some of the people then started to be speakers, and some of them were pretty good, some of them were pretty good, but we lived off the speakers without having any national speakers. They were just like people like Peter Doig and Ron Tackey and Walter Dickman and
Doug Maloof.
and Doug Maloof, and all of a sudden it was great for SWAP, and then people would come, you know, readily, and we had full houses many times, particularly when the American speakers came here.
Yes. John, what would be a highlight for you? Perhaps it was in '91 when the award was named after you. Do you remember what was kind of, was that a surprise?
I suspected it was. Yeah.
It's wonderful. We have the Walter Dickman Award in New South Wales, and of course the national award is yours. It's the John Nevin Award. Going back to your career, what was the highlight for you?
Well, the best thing was when the Americans took over the World Book, and I ran that company for quite a few years.
How did it feel back in the 60s and 70s to share the stage with the likes of Neil Armstrong and John Glenn, President Gerald Ford, Bishop Fulton Sheen, Norman Vincent Peale? I mean, it's an awesome group.
Fairly normal. I mean, there wasn't anything different. The main difference was they were all wonderful speakers. Wonderful speakers.
As are you. I mean, you speak with such passion. Yes.
I suppose I learned a lot from those people, and I was very fortunate to be able to travel a lot, and then when I came back, I really started on the business thing of national speakers. Because I thought it was, you know, it was going to be something if we could do it, and I thought, well, if they're doing it in America, we're going to do it the same way here.
That's
and
right.
And I just copied the thing and said, this is it.
Yeah. So it's American Sales Master.
Oh yeah, Sales Masters Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1971. It says
1971. People that would, you know, get a lot of these.
There's more. Here's another wonderful award. Again, recognising the service that you've done. And this is Advance Australia Award, presented to Mr. John Nevin for outstanding contribution in industry in 1995. And again, a wonderful award. And the Governor General presented you with this one.
Yes.
Fantastic. So it's like Caleb Roberts. It's all service. Like that's what you have given. You know, service, not only actually to SWAP, but to national speakers, to the humanity in general. And that's why you've got an award named after you.
Oh, yeah.
The 1991 John Nevin Award. So John, it started in New South Wales. After you got New South Wales started, and then Victoria, who followed?
South Australia.
South Australia, yeah. And a top tip for speakers.
A speaker.
Yeah, speak. A top tip, that's very good. And a second top tip.
I would say integrity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, you know, for sharing your stories and the fantastic awards. And of course, you know, you are revered. John Nevin, thank you so much. It's been a delight. Thank you.